Could you please tell us your name and what war you were in?
Yeah, my name is Loc Nguyen. Then I was an officer of the South Vietnam Army in the Vietnam War.
Why did you join the service? Were you drafted, and how old were you when you joined?
I was 20 when I volunteered to become an officer of the South Vietnam Army because I want to doing something to prevent the communists to come over to take over the South Vietnam.
What were you doing before you volunteered for the service?
I was a student. I finished the second year of law school of University of Saigon, South Vietnam. Then I volunteered to be training to become officer.
What branch of the service were you in?
I was in the South Vietnamese Army.
How did your parents feel when they hear that you were going to volunteer for the service?
My dad passed away when I was a kid. Then I volunteered to become an officer of the South Vietnam Army, my mom is sad, but she let me go. She had no complaint about it. She just praying for me every day so I can survive the war.
Where did you go to do your basic training?
My basic training was in the training school, Saigon. That was a training school for officer. When you finish the training school, you become under lieutenant of the army. I had to spend right there 9 months basic training from soldier to become a sergeant, then finally to become an officer.
Okay, do you have any interesting stories from your basic training experience?
Basically, when you was in the training school, you had to work very hard to memorize how to use those like a gun, from small gun M16 to those M72 anti-tank, everything. Then one thing interesting it, you can go home to see your friend in the weekend. I mean, like a Saturday and Sunday, then come back. You wish the training time go by so you can get out and go with the real fight.
So during your time in Vietnam, did any of your close friends get killed?
Many of my friends get killed. Friends that I know, but close friends. I have 2 and grew up with me from elementary school into college. So it's very painful to hear those close friends pass away. So that's why it's one of the reasons I volunteer to be an officer. Because you cannot stay there at school to see all your friends one by one get killed by the war.
So, how did you become a POW?
I become a POW because after the Vietnam War, on April 30th, 1975, the communists took over the whole Vietnam, Saigon. So they expect everybody who was an officer of the army had to come over to get instructed to become a good man, because based on their theory, all the officer was bad. They will go with America to go against the country Vietnam. So they have to be together so that they can reconstruct our mind. Because with the American, we lost our mind, we go against Vietnam. So they need us to stay to reconstruction, to get the reconstruction, to know what the communists are, what the socialist is, to become a good man. So I have to go.
So where was the POW camp that you went to?
I start at Tây Ninh. It's about 40 degrees of Saigon. Then they moved us to the one island we used to have to keep those communist soldiers over there. They bring us over there. They bring us back to put in the middle of the jungle. We call it Phước Long, at a Busamap, at a far away from everybody. So they chop it up in the middle of the jungle. Then the next day we have to find anything to build those some kind of shed with bamboo and tree to survive. And after that they supply us food enough for 3 months. After that we have to find food to survive ourselves. That means we have to plant some kind of easy food in Vietnam, some kind of potato. It look like potato, but it's not potato. Like in English we call it root. Those things you cut a piece of the root tree, we put on the ground, we bury it. Then this thing will come up after 3-4 months. We can survive with it. It fill up your stomach. You feel no calorie, but plenty of. You feel full, but actually you don't have any strength to move at all. You only feel starving.
So what was your day to day like? What did you do every day? What was your routine?
Every day, so in the morning, they have some kind of bell to wake you up 5 o'clock in the morning. After that, you have like a 15 minutes to do some exercise. Some exercise you keep you healthy based on the army, the communist army. So after 15 minutes, you can. They have some group of people who cook it for you. You have a little bowl of rice. So fill you up with salt, rice, white rice with salt. Then 7 o'clock, you're ready to go to work. You have to go to work 7 in the morning. Like usually if a group of about from 30 to 50 people, accompanied by 2 guards, communist guards. Usually they are age from 17 to 18. They know nothing, but they talk like a man. They show you whatever is, they keep eye on you. If you don't keep moving, they give you hard time. Then about 5 o'clock we come home. We have dinner about 6:30 to 7. Then after 7, you have to come in to stay there to listen to all the paperwork, all the letter, or you have to sing whatever all the communist song. It means nothing, but you have to sing it day by day. So right now, after like 30 years, sometimes I suddenly the song would come out of my mouth involuntarily, but I still remember how to sing it. Sometimes it come up out of my mouth, so it get into your brain, then it come out automatically once for a while, even after more than 30 years.
So how did the guards treat you? Did they ever beat you or abuse you, or were they friendly?
Some guys, usually those guys who come from the very north of Vietnam, they know nothing. They're young, but they think like we was cruel like animals, so they treat us like an enemy. They talk to us like actually they know nothing, but they talk like a bureaucrat. Whatever his supervisor tell them to talk, they talk like that. So every time they talk, they don't look at us because like they too young to look at us. If we all, or sometimes we make fun of them by looking every 30, 50 people look straight on his eye. He have to look up on the sky to talk to finish whatever the boss tell him to talk. Then after that we follow him to go to work.
What kind of work did you usually do when you had to go out to do work?
So when I was in training at the camp, the old camp of the U.S. Army before, so we had to go out there, get all the to clean up what they call those fans made by those metal thing. Then we hold to get out there to use a stick to put it on the ground, to stick on the ground. So if we found a mine, usually the M14, like those things, anti-personal. If you step on it, you release your feet, it explodes and cut off your feet. That's the thing. Many of our friends get exploded by those things, have to have the leg cut off. They always tell me to do so, but I refuse to do so because I say I don't know how to do it. They give me a hard time about it, but I just keep saying no. I don't know how to do it because I think if I lost my leg, it means nothing. So I refuse to do it because they have many ways to destroy those mines, M14, like a used tractor to lift it up, destroy it. But they want us to do it. So you sit down all day to do it, sometimes you not pay attention. The thing explode, it hurt you and maybe your friend. I have a 14 people get killed in one time. We hit the thing like the mine. So this thing, when you hit it, they go up about like a 2 meter or higher, they explode. So the group of 14 get killed immediately right there. So that's why for my sake of my life, I know I'm afraid of them, but between afraid and keep me alive, I prefer to keep me alive than afraid. So I had to handle with it.
Did you have any interesting story while you were in the camp? Anything?
Yeah, interesting. It's like after the work day, like after come home from work 5 o'clock, we have dinner, we listen to things, then we can stay late to sing all the like a song we used to have in the army. We sing those slow songs. We used to sing it against the law, the communist law, but we do it anyway to enjoy it. If we get caught, they took over our guitar. Those guitar we make it by ourselves. We copy the measurement of the real guitar, then we do it by ourselves day by day. So give us a lot of time, like a boring time. We just get down with it, use the wood to cut whatever we can to build a guitar. It not sound very good, but you know what you do when you in jail. That's it. That's what we enjoy in it. Other than that, we only feel starving. We only thinking about sugar, about fat. Like really need fat, need something to fill up our stomach. So every time we can sneak out to go to the special people, we call it montaña, to get some extra like a chicken or get maybe a little of Vietnamese alcohol. We happy with it, we enjoy it. But be careful, if you get caught, you gotta get beat up a lot. And they can keep you like underneath of the ground on some kind of special room for a few days. So if we can go by it, bring alcohol home, we enjoy it. That's something interesting if we can do it.
So in the camp, what were the conditions like? Were you in a cell, or were you in a house? What was it like? Like what was the camp
usually beginning like Trang Lên Tây Ninh. It's the old camp of U.S. Army. So we already have the house right there, but it's not enough. Have no bed, so we have to use the wood from the to cover those I don't know what it called, but we use whatever we can to build up like a thing so we can lay down to sleep on it. Then when we go down the island of Phu Quoc, it's far away from the land, so that the old camp, the old prison, old jail, we keep the communists, so we get in there and live in there. But after that, when they send it back to Phước Long, on the middle of jungle, we use the bamboo and wood to build the house really underneath of it. Use the bamboo to make the bed like like a sleep next to each other. Then finally, when they return us, at this time, all the army, it jail with those army. That means those soldiers, the army, the communist soldier. But after 1978, after 1978, they bring us to the communist police. That way we can stay in a real jail, a prison. So every time after work, from 6 o'clock, they get it out to brush out it, to have a breakfast. I mean a bowl of something. It's nothing. It's worse than you feed those pigs in this country. Then we have to go work until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We come back. We have another bowl of, it's not rice. Hopefully we have rice, but it's not rice. Sometimes it's corn, sometimes it's like sweet potato. Like you chop in pieces, you try it with the sun, then they cook it. It's nothing, no taste, no calorie. After you fill up your stomach, you feel like no energy at all. Especially the communists keep you like always starving, always thinking about food. That's what you do. So you thinking nothing else, you're thinking about food. So you don't try to escape, you don't try to do nothing because you're always starving. You're always thinking about getting food, thinking about sugar.
So, was there ever a time where any prisoners would try to run away from camp, and if so, what would happen to them?
So many of my friends try to get out, but so I think none of them was escaped. They tried to go, when we was in Phước Long, they tried to go over the border of Cambodia, but they guess all the communists took them back, then maltreat them. Like they put in the underground cave for like a 3 month, 4 months. So they have to do everything right here, eat a little bit right there, do all the personal things right there, even like taking no shower, nothing. You have to do everything. You eat right there, then you took it out right there. So it's like it's terrible because that's the worst condition. Everything like you do the every day. You eat in, you make it out, then you have to smell it. You have to live with it for months. That's terrible. Then one of the thing I only remember, I don't remember exact month, but in the year of 1978, a group of my friends, it's not on the same camp, it's next to it, maybe a kilometer away. So they try to escape it out, but one of the guy, like go with the communists, let the communists know. So they stay right there. So we try to get out, they try to get out the fence, make the holes on the fence to try to get out right there. They wait everybody to get out, then they shoot one by one. About 18 people from 1 kilometer away. That night I sleep, then I hear the gunshot, and I know the gunshot is it's very close to whatever they want to shot and go down the ground because if you was in the army, you in the fight, you know exactly how it sound because it sound like it not shoot it away, it shoot it through somebody right there in front of your gun. It's not far from 1 meter or 2 meter. You get it's hard to explain, but if you was in the war, then you understand it. When someone shoot someone like not far from 2 meter, it create that sound, a scary sound when you shoot to the meat, the human meat. So that one, the later one, I have a few group of people try to escape the same way when they have the Cambodian and again the South, the Vietnam, the communist Vietnam. So people try to escape from there to go over to Cambodia. I think Cambodia, it go with us, but not. The Cambodian, the Pol Pot, they call it Pol Pot. They kill everything. As long they see us, they shoot it right away. Then one of the lieutenant, name is Chow. His first name is Chow. He come back from there because he get a broken arm. Then he use the blood on his face. So he died. He leave him alone. So the guy come back from there about 30 kilometer jungle. He spent 29 days survive and come up to the camp to come back to our camp. But like he have to cut off from the elbow, everything infection from there. But he survived. Yeah, when I got out of jail, I met him once with left hand cut off. That's it. That's the last time I saw him.
So, how long did you have to go through this for, and what happened for you to finally get released from camp?
So, like 75, September 2nd, 1981, I get released. September 2nd, it's like a national holiday of the communists, the Vietnam communists. So they thought they control everything out in Vietnam, in the South Vietnam. So us like release us like a young officer, single, not married. Usually they release though, doesn't matter what grade you in. You may be a captain, you may be a major. They release you first. If you old, then you have a family, a lot of kids. They know you cannot go again. But based on one of the communist officers, they told us the day before, they released us. If you control the country, you have to do something, same thing like us. You cannot get young guy out. Right here, you told us you believe in the communist is good, but let your guy out, you guys cannot go against us. So that's why I get released on September 2nd, 1981. From May 75 to September 2nd, 81.
So, what did you do what did you get to do finally once you were released from camp? Where did you go?
I had to go back to Saigon where I have my address before I get into camp. But when I came back to Saigon, the police communists don't let me live there because they call, I don't have any paperwork right here, right there. Then nobody going to want to support me right there. So I had to go somewhere else. Go to the village, go far away from Saigon. That all we do, they send you away from Saigon. But I hang around right there. I stop at this family a while, another family to get a meal. I try to survive there, but finally I have to go to one of my uncle where my mom live with him. So I live over there for a while, try to have a chance to get out of the country, but I have no chance. So finally I have to go to Phu Giao, province, my another aunt. Then there I working like a farmer, help people, you get paid day by day, try to survive. I get married right there. Then I live the life of the farmer. I get in the jungle to do whatever I can to raise food, to cut good, to sell for people, to do everything to survive. Then I don't know why I have a 4 kid too in that condition.
So, how was it that you were able to come to America if you were in that condition?
Oh, thanks God, they have the program they call it HO, that the abbreviation for the program that go some kind of humanity something. They from the one of our officer came here before. Then they work with President Reagan. So after that, at my time, so the program is basically if you was an officer of the South Vietnam Army, then you was in jail more than 5 years, you had the chance to put an application to come over in this country if you want to. You don't have to if you want to. Actually, 100% people want to come in this country to have a better life. But because over there I cannot even survive, get food enough for my family. So that's why I put the application on. I saw it, whatever I get to get a little bit of money to push the application to go faster through the organization. So finally, in June 28, 1994, I came in this country for refugee.
How long have you been in this country for?
So from June 28, 94, so 2004, 10 years. So 2006, it's so almost 13 years.
Well, thank you very much for your time and thank you for sharing your story.
Okay, you're welcome.